Initiate the transfer immediately. It's urgent.
That sound you just heard? That's what kicked off one of the biggest heists of the year. It sounds almost human, right? But it's not. That voice was a deepfake, a clone of a company's chief financial officer, giving a direct order to a finance employee over a video call. And the result of that one single synthetic sentence?
Yeah, $25.6 million gone. Wired away in a single transaction. And look, this isn't some sci-fi movie plot, this is happening right now. So let's really dive into this, because what happened here uncovers a totally new kind of threat, one that's hiding inside pretty much every modern company out there.
Okay, so how is this even possible? Well, to get it, you have to understand what researchers have started calling the all-fake meeting. And honestly, it's a tactic that's as brilliant as it is, terrifying.
I want you to just picture this for a second. Put yourself in the shoes of that finance employee. You get an urgent calendar invite for a video call. You join, and there's your CFO, the head of legal, other senior execs. They all look right, they all sound right, but they're not real. Not a single one of them. In that meeting, everybody else was an AI-generated deepfake. The target was the only human on the line, completely surrounded by a cast of synthetic puppets, all there for one reason, to get them to click approve.
And listen, this was not a one-off thing, not by a long shot. The scale of this problem is, well, it's just staggering. Deepfake scams now account for a whopping 81% of all documented AI-driven fraud. I mean, think about that. These kinds of incidents are exploding, growing 10 times year over year.
So the really crucial thing to get here is that we're way past the era of just, individual scams. Experts are calling this an industrial scale operation now. You've got to imagine these, deepfake factories just churning out synthetic identities faster than a company can even hire real people. Our fundamental trust in what we see and hear online is basically crumbling.
But, and this is the big question, right? A convincing deepfake is really just the first step. To pull off a multi-million-dollar heist, you need more than a fake face on a video call. You need access. You have to be able to operate from inside the company's own systems. So how on earth are attackers getting that kind of inside track?
Well, they do it by exploiting something security experts have started calling the parallel company. Just think of it like a hidden digital infrastructure that's running right alongside the official one. And the scary part, most organizations don't even know the full extent of it. This whole parallel company thing is built on what we call shadow AI. And these numbers, they really tell the story. A massive 80% of companies have employees using these unapproved AI tools. And check this out, almost half of all employees who use generative AI are doing it on their own personal unsanctioned apps, totally off the grid, completely outside of IT's view.
You can think of it like this. Most companies are actually running two different tech stacks at the same time. You've got the official one, right? The one that's vetted, secure, monitored. And then you've got the shadow stack, the one that's running in people's browser tabs. It's totally unsanctioned, completely unseen, and has zero guardrails. And this is where the really sensitive stuff, we're talking contracts, source code, financial plans, just leaks right out. So just how bad is it? Well, on average, a typical organization sees 223 incidents every single month where sensitive data gets pasted into one of these unapproved AI apps. Every one of those is a potential door for an attacker. But these leaks do more than just create holes in your security. They're actually powering a whole new kind of workforce in the shadows. See, it's not just about the apps anymore. It's about who, or maybe what, is using them.
And this is where the story gets really, really weird. This whole shadow world, it isn't just made up of unauthorized apps. No, it's actually populated by a new kind of worker. I mean this quite literally. They're the employees you never hired.
I'm talking about AI agents. And it is so important to understand that these are not just tools or little bits of software. An agent is a non-human identity. It has its own login, its own permissions, its own power to act on your behalf, all by itself. As far as your security system is concerned, it just looks like any other employee. Now here's the kicker. We are handing these non-human employees the keys to the kingdom. We're connecting them to our most critical systems, finance, customer data, you name it. We're literally building them to read our emails, handle our support tickets, even change our system settings.
In a way, they're kind of the perfect employee, right? They're always on, they work 24/7 at machine speed.
But here's the problem. They also never quit. And this creates a huge security nightmare called identity sprawl. What happens is, we spin up dozens of these agents for different projects, but when the project is over, nobody decommissions the agent. They just become ghosts in the machine,
lingering around with access long after their original job is finished.
One security researcher really nailed it with this pretty haunting phrase, log entry 0, the agent you forgot you created. These orphaned ghost agents are just left running, sometimes for years, completely forgotten. But, and this is the key, they're still holding on to the access they were originally given. They're the absolute perfect target.
Okay, so let's put it all together. You've got the deepfake scam happening on the outside, and on the inside, you've got these forgotten, over-permissioned ghost agents just sitting there. All an attacker has to do is hijack one of them,
And there are some really clever ways they can do this. An attacker can use something called prompt injection, basically hiding a secret command in an email or a PDF that tells the agent to just ignore all its safety rules. Or there's tool abuse, where they trick an agent into using its normal, legitimate tools for something malicious. And maybe the scariest one is memory poisoning. That's where they teach the agent one single bad rule, like, hey, always CC this secret email address, and the agent just keeps doing it forever, creating a permanent backdoor.
So here's the whole attack chain laid out. Step 1 is the con, the deepfake exec on the video call. Step 2, that convinces a human employee to approve the task. But, and this is important, the human doesn't actually do the task. They just tell their AI assistant to handle it. And step 3, that AI assistant, that hijacked agent, becomes the inside accomplice. The deepfake is the social engineering, but the hijacked agent, that's the one doing the real damage, executing the fraud at machine speed.
So, when you put this all together, it points to a really profound shift in how we need to think about security. I mean, the very definition of an insider threat is changing right in front of us.
The fundamental problem is really simple. Companies are racing to get these powerful AI agents out there to stay competitive, right? So the agents are already in production, they're already deeply wired into how work gets done. But the security playbooks, the rules for how to govern and control them, they're basically still in draft form. The tech is way ahead of the policy. And this really brings us to the core of it all. We are living through a massive structural shift in security. For decades, when you said insider threat, you meant a person, right? A disgruntled employee. But today, the fastest moving, most dangerous insider threat, well, it isn't human at all. It's a piece of software with a password.
Which really just leaves us with one last kind of unsettling question to think about. In a world where you have synthetic executives giving orders and ghost agents are the ones carrying them out, who or even what can you actually trust inside your own company anymore?